The Michigan High School Athletic Association welcomes you to Saline High School for today's district game in the 2019 Division I Boys Soccer Tournament. It's game time. Time for both teams to give us their best effort on the field and for everyone, players, coaches, and fans, to give us their best sportsmanship. Remember, nothing beats good sportsmanship. Ladies and gentlemen, the privilege of this game was made possible by those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy. Let us now honor and respect their efforts in our country. Civilian gentlemen, please remove your hats. Active and retired military, we encourage you to render the appropriate salute. And everyone able, please stand at attention, placing your hand over your heart as we proudly sing our national anthem. And now, let's meet the lineups for today's game between the Rail Splitters of Lincoln and the Hornets of Saline. For the visiting team, the Rail Splitters of Lincoln. Number 0, Josh Peters. Sophomore, number 1, Sam Harala. Senior captain, number 2, Nicholas Rock. Senior, number 3, Rocco Leone. Sophomore, number 4, Hugo Uzoma. Sophomore, number 5, Terrell Winston. Sophomore, number 6, Nicholas Tayus. Sophomore, number 8, Zachary Lilly. Senior captain, number 9, Abdisa Cabeto. Sophomore, number 11, Jacob Mupini. Junior, number 14, Maurice Boyd. Senior captain, number 15, Joseph Smith. Sophomore, number 16, Anthony Wyron. Sophomore, number 17, Tyler Watson. Senior, number 18, Harry Uzoma. Number 19, Alex Keithley. Senior, number 21, Danny Phil. Freshman, number 23, Matthew Garisco. The head coach of the Rail Splitters is Bob Stowe. For the home team, the Hornets of Saline. Junior, number 1, Braden Stavros. Junior, number 2, Rhythm Zen. Senior captain, number 3, Connor Martin. Junior, number 4, Jaden Pickett. Senior captain, number 5, Jason Head. Senior, number 6, Eric Kent. Senior captain, number 7, Hayden Lawrence. Senior, number 8, James Kolazinski. Senior, number 9, Ian Winslow. Junior, number 10, Dominic Rossi. Senior, number 11, Noel Sampa. Junior, number 12, Jason Heisler. Senior, number 13, Zeke Gray. Junior number 14, Anthony Torres. Senior number 15, Jamison Barker. Senior number 16, Jake McCandless. Freshman number 17, Luke Allen. Senior number 18, Colin McGrill. Freshman number 19, Christian Rossi. Junior number 20, Eli Rout. Absent, junior number 21, Jack Pribble. Senior number 22, Jake Walper. Junior number 23, Zach Mitzel. Junior number 24, Ben Sundquist. And senior captain number 25, Sam Herner. For the home team, the head coach of the Hornets is Ryan Williams. Your referee for today's game is Jason Cross. The assistant referees are Akram El-Jamal and Michael Bodari.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Patrick Canavan, and welcome to the Saline Live broadcast of the first playoff game on our broadcast list this whole season, being the men's soccer district matchup here today between the Hornets and the Rail Splitters from Ypsi Lincoln. Altogether going to be a fantastic matchup. Our last broadcast of the Hornets soccer team came this past Monday in their last regular season home game, where they took on the Monroe Trojans and walked away with a 3-1 victory overall. Looking back on the season, that last victory seated the Hornets in a position where they could walk away as SEC champs wholeheartedly without any other contestant. However, it relied upon a matchup between Ann Arbor Skyline and Ann Arbor Pioneer, where Skyline had to either win or tie for Saline to be outright SEC champions. In the end, Skyline won the matchup between them and Pioneer, and Saline gained the whole title of SEC Red champion, finishing out at 8-1-1 with 25 points on the season. Second place in the Red going to Pioneer at 7-1-2. And then in the white, you were looking at Dexter sitting on top with about 25 points as well, securing the SEC championship for the white division as an opening statement for Ypsi Lincoln altogether in this district matchup. They finished the season 4-4-1 with 13 points overall. And this will be the first matchup in the MHSAA 2019 playoff tournament here for men's soccer. As always for Varsity Sports, it is a 40-minute half, 10-minute halftime, and another 40 minutes to conclude. If regulation time ends in a tie, then we move on to a shootout afterwards for playoff rules. Now, looking on towards the field, down low you have Kent, contested heavily on both sides by Rail Splitter defenders, and taken away there by Cabetto, racing past midfield, and a pass to the far side to Boyd before it gets quick touch and poked away there by Martin. Martin with an excellent cut inside and goes for the crossing pass, trying to find Kent down low, but it's contest there with Winston down for the Rail Splitters before he ditches it outside to Watson. Sent it back, Walper is able to get a quick touch on it before colliding there with Uzoma, and his head back towards midfield, picked up by Laurence. Far sideline now, Martin with a quick touch to the outside to Pickett, inside to Sampa, lets it go to Gray. Forward pass finds its way to Walper. Kent on the outside. Goes for the crossing pass, trying to find Martin in front of goal. It gets cut short there and knocked right away. You're looking at Gray now, racing inside. And gets tripped there by number 17, Tyler Watson, as the flag goes up, and the Hornets still maintain possession in this situation.
Free kick Saline.
A free kick, pardon me, from what's a dangerous angle altogether for the Rail Splitters, as Gray has quite a cannon for a leg, and in that angle, only two defenders stand in his way. But instead he options to go right in front of the goal and skips up and finds the back of the net. Hornets up 1-0, 36-48 remaining in the first half.
Checking into the game for Saline, number 2, Rhythm Sen.
Picked up by Rail Splitters once again, deflected in the backfield to kick things off and hopefully turn things in their tide. Winston tries for the centering pass, trying to find its way to Rock before it gets ditched to the outside. Cabeto instead of Rock. Solid boot there, sends it right back towards midfield, where it's going to be picked up by Pickett and ditched back to Laurence. Crossing pass down low to Walper. Walper looking for forward option and finds it with Sen. Even more downfield seems to be Rossi available just out of reach as it's redirected there by Rock. Sen able to pick it up briefly for the Hornets before it's stolen away there by Watson. And quick action there by Stavros, nearly able to keep possession in favor of the Hornets. Knocked out of bounds there as the Hornets take over once again after the blow of the whistle. We're looking at Martin on the far side. Centering pass finds its way to Gray into the outside to Sen once again. Offers up to Walper. Crossing pass, chip shot, and a good deflection there, and an even better block there by Peters to maintain current score. Hornets will have the corner kick opportunity on the down corner now.
Corner kick Saline.
After Peters was there with the deflection, sending it up and out of bounds. You're looking at Braden Stavros to take the corner. Chips it up, places it far side of the goal, redirected, put right in front, and kicked out. Zeke Gray lets it loose, but deflected high up and out of bounds. I think the Hornets are going to gain another corner, and it seems so as Zeke Gray heads to the far side along with Christian Rossi.
Kick Saline.
Rossi ditches it back to the outside to Stavros, and Stavros works his way around Boyd before sending it back inside to Laurence. Shot placed forward, nearly contained there by Peters, almost in another dangerous situation there for the Rail Splitters. A little bit of contact on the outside between Sen and Rail Splitter defense before it's ditched inside to Gray. Gray down low to Walper and sent right back to Mitzel. Far side of Laurence now. Solid shot there taken by Laurence, just off target, up and out of bounds, as Lincoln will take over. Peters with the strong boot set right downfield and deflected and picked up once again. Crossing pass there coming from Rossi, nearly finds its way to Sen, and another shot on goal shut down there by Peters. High boot finds its way right around midfield. Walper fakes with the header and before ditching it outside to Laurence and back down. Quick exchange back and forth between the Hornet midfielders as Walper decides to go down low to Sen. Sen back to Gray. Forward pass to Rossi, inside to Stavros, to Sampa, and far side to Martin. Just out of reach and contained, or nearly contained there by Pickett. Out of bounds as the Rail Splitters take over with possession and throw in finds its way deflected and redirected there by Stavros, but ultimately back in Rail Splitter hands. That's Watson down low, racing his way downfield, whistle blown. Lincoln still maintains. Play to be kicked off here by number 25 for the Rail Splitters. Do we have a number 25? Do we have a number 25? Yeah. Or them. Somebody out there is 25. Samba fakes to the outside and sends it right to Pickett. Chip shot down low to Walper. Inside and quick touch and collection there finds its way with Sampa, and then off to Pickett on the far left wing there. Martin. Forward pass inside to Gray. Tries to ditch it outside to Christian Rossi, however unable to, and it's knocked away. Hornets still maintain possession as looks to be Mitzel inside to Stavros. Stavros down low to Walper. Forward pass finds its way to Sen, able to redirect and maintain possession. Goes for the crossing pass and redirected up and out of bounds. Hornets gain the corner. Once again, Braden Stavros will take the corner.
Corner kick, Saline.
On the close and down low. Chipped up nice and high, going up and out of bounds, however. Rail Splitters to take over. 30:56 on the clock for the first half. Hornets up 1-0 over the Lincoln Rail Splitters.
In the game for Saline.
Jason Head comes in as well as Kent at number 6, and then Dominic Rossi at number 10. Out goes Rhythm Sen, Connor Martin, and Walper for the Hornets. Strong boot sent right downfield, deflected off there by Pickett and picked up Stavros briefly before sending right back to Pickett on the left wing. Pass inside finds its way to Dominic Rossi before sending it far side to be collected by Mitzel and down low to Head. Gray to Sampa. Forward pass finds its way to Lawrence. And a far side to Pickett. Knocked away there and finds its way through the Hornet defenders by the Lincoln forwards, giving them a little bit of breathing room now to set up right around midfield. Head on the close sideline. Pass and redirected right back to Head from Kent. Back to Sampa. Inside to Rossi, and quick little misdirection there back to Sampa. Far side, chip pass finds its way to Pickett before being sent forward and picked up on the far side by Rossi, deflected up and out of bounds. Hornets still maintain possession. Throw in from Pickett finds its way far side to Lawrence. Quick touch to Sampa. To Head. Redirect there from Sampa down low now. Rossi trying to go for the crossing pass and deflected up and out the back line there as the Hornets gain another corner kick opportunity.
Corner kick, Saline.
Sent down low as it's going to be Christian Rossi and Zeke Gray going for the close corner. Easy kickoff as Rossi places it right in front, threads its way all the way through. Pickett lets it rip and deflected away there by Sam Harala. Cabetto now racing down to the close sideline with on his side is Kent, putting up heavy contact and still maintaining possession for the Rail Splitters. Deflection there by Smith nearly sends it back in Hornet favor, but quickly regained there by number 25 for the Rail Splitters. Up and out of bounds. Hornets take over now with the throw-in opportunity going to be taken by Head. Finds its way inside direction, redirection, pardon me, by Rossi and picked up by Kent. Laurence on the far side lets it rip and deflected by Peters going up and out of bounds. Hornets gain yet another corner opportunity here.
Corner kick, Saline.
Chip shot taken by Dominic Rossi, placed right in front of goal. Finds its way to Pickett to Gray. Chip shot placed high. Finds the back of the net. Oh, called away. We're calling it again. I believe it. Goal scored there by Zeke Gray and a chip shot that finds left side. 2-0. Hornets lead the way.
Goal scored by Saline, number 13, Zeke Gray.
There's a little bit of a questionable decision up here in the box as to whether or not that went in, but it did. Hornets 2-0, 27-14 on the clock. Continuing their dominance here in the first half. Forward pass by Boyd, trying to find his way far side to Rock before being picked up. Mitzel now in the backfield for Saline. Down to Laurence. Options back to Herner. And then forward once again to Mitzel. Laurence far side with the forward pass, trying to find its way to Stavros before being redirected there by Maurice Boyd. Number 6, Nicholas Tayus steps in for the Rail Splitters. Forward pressure, downfield, Christian Rossi trying to make his way through number 4, Ugo Uzoma. However, being called offsides and the play is being called back. Going in Rail Splitter favor. Play to be opened by number 25, sent far side in cross field, down low to be headed away there by Harry Uzoma, and sent back before it seems Stavros able to pick it up for the Hornets. Forward pass to Christian Rossi before sent back towards midfield with Sampa and sent way down low, trying to connect with Kent, but deflected there by Nicholas Tayus. Dominic Rossi able to get a quick action on that and try to work it inside the Rail Splitter box, however unsuccessful, and redirected as the far side now. Pickett putting up heavy contest against Maurice Boyd on the far sideline. Stavros centering pass down low to Sampa. Pickett far side to Stavros. Chip centering pass then right on goal and picked up by Peters. Sends it right back towards midfield. And picked up and worked by Harry Uzoma on the far sideline. A little bit of pressure on Laurence as down goes Uzoma, but play still continues and Hornets still maintain. Close sideline pass from Mitzel finds its way to head with a solid forward pass as Rossi able to work around the outside defender there and maintain possession for the Hornets. Deflecting pass unable to find another fellow teammate as it goes up and out of bounds. Hornets still maintain possession. Pickett with a throw-in finds its way to Rossi. Back to Pickett and inside to Sampa. Download action to head. Curving pass to Rossi, pardon me, and Gray unable to deflect in the direction he intended as it's picked up there by the Rail Splitter defender. 10 in the backfield right now for Lincoln as Saline putting up heavy offensive pressure, making it difficult for Lincoln to make anything happen. Chip shot placed nice and high by Stavros, falling just short, however, as picked up by Peters. Sent right back towards midfield and headed away there by Sampa and looks to be collected there by Gray despite heavy pressure from number 6, Nicholas Tayus, and number 9, Abdiza Cabeto. Peters once again right back towards midfield. This time headed away there by Nicholas Rock, and Hornets have to pick it up in their defensive backfield. Stavros on the far side. Pass backwards to Pickett. Tolerance. Down low to Mitzel. Close sideline to Head. And back to Mitzel. Hornet defense looking for an option. Finds a nice redirect there with Sampa and works his way close to midfield before sending it right back to the defense. Sampa once again. Forward pass and just out of reach, unable to control there by Christian Rossi before picked up once again by Pickett. To Sampa. Redirection by Gray finds its way on the outside as out comes Peters to collect as Rossi was right there trying to make a play of it. Headed around there by Hornet defense before being sent far sideline and worked by Uzoma. Rail Splitters making it down towards Hornet box as slide tackle there by Laurent, able to keep it away and maintain possession for the Hornets. Pickett centers it to Mitzel and options back to Herner. Down low to Head as it was just out of bounds there, and Lincoln will take over just outside the Hornet box. Throw in to be taken by number
in the game for Lincoln, number 21, Danny Phil.
Number 8, I believe, as Danny Phil, number 21, comes in for the Rail Splitters. Out comes Harry Uzoma in his place instead. Throw and finds its way to Cabeto. Cabeto, heavy pressure there by Dominic Rossi, making it difficult to find any forward movement for the Rail Splitters as the options back towards midfield. Stavros puts up the pressure on the far side against Maurice Boyd before being sent back the other way. Solid forward pass, unable to find its way to Nicholas Rook as Zeke Gray knocks it away for the Hornets. Stavros centering pass, looks to find his way with Christian Rossi and unable to connect there as Peters knocks it right back towards midfield. Headed around by the Hornet defense once again, and Head tries to center it to Gray. Solid redirection forward to Rossi. Sampa working back. Far sideline pass finds its way to Stavros. Hornets once again back on the offensive. Down to Sampa, working its way back in front of the Rail Splitter box. Gray goes down low to Head. Close sideline forward pass to Kent. A little bit of pressure there as down goes Kent and number 5, Tyrell Winston, as it looks to be play going in favor of the Rail Splitters there. Looks to be taken by number 25 once again. Redirected and deflected there by Christian Rossi and nearly picked up by his brother Dominic. Gray able to get a quick foot on the ball there, going back to Rail Splitter defense with Terrell Winston.
Number 20, Eli
Route and Allen comes in for the Hornets, as well as Tyler Watson for the Rail Splitters.
17. In for Lincoln, number 17, Tyler Watson.
Up goes Tyus in the header and is able to regain possession there for the Rail Splitters. Boot sent well downfield, deflected by Laurence and resent to the far side by Sampa. Stavros back inside to Sampa and back to Stavros again. Back again once more and sent forward to Gray. Gray with a very solid forward pass, just out of reach there of Rossi, however. Cabetto trying to work it back in rail splitter favor. However, chip shot finds its way to Gray and unable to control before losing possession. Gray still working with it. Heavy pressure, though, and still able to maintain control, just going up and out of bounds. Rail splitters still maintain possession, I believe. Oh, never mind. Hornets gain the corner kick opportunity as it's going to be Dominic Rossi on the far side to take it once again. Nobody over there with him. Sent outside to Pickett. Hornets favoring the outside option. Solid centering pass put right in front. Laurence trying with the header there, going wide right. Rail splitters started off once again, sending it back towards midfield. Sampo able to knock it back in Hornet favor, sent it right where they were. Zeke trying to work his way around number 25 for Lincoln. Sent right back to Peters, however. Peters back towards midfield. Sampa able to collect. Down low, Allen to route. Bypassed Allen and up to Gray before sending it right back again. Far side to Stavros. Strong leading pass to Pickett. Inside the box and headed away by number 25. And picked up there by Cabetto. Down low to Rock. Pressure from behind there by Route and on the outside. Mitchell trying to find Sampa there. Cut short by Cabetto. Cabetto playing close to the sideline with heavy pressure from Sampa. Finds a way through and tries to work it back in his favor. Whistle blown going against the Hornets there as still goes in favor of the Rail Splitters. Kick to be taken by Joseph Smith, number 15. Keeps it on the ground and finds close side with Tayus, chipped up nice and high. Offside flag is up on the far side, however, and it goes back to the Hornets. Pickett to the far side with Stavros, and a forward pass finds its way to Dominic Rossi, sent down low to Zeke Gray. And a very strong forward pass finds its way to Route. Lets it rip, and it's going to be collected there by Peters with another shot on goal for the Hornets. Back towards midfield, and Pickett able to contain it easily and sent outside to Stavros. Back again to Rossi. Deflected pass finds its way, and a great shot there by Gray. Peters happened to be right where he's aiming, however. Back towards midfield, finds its way to Allen, redirected by Route inside to Gray. Gray down low to Allen once again. 3 Hornets on the outside, 3 Rail Splitters on the inside. Finds its way through to Rossi and back outside to Dominic Rossi. Brother-to-brother action results in Stavros with a quick spin move on the far side and a redirect, and chipped up and finds the back of the net there. Christian Rossi.
Saline goal by number 19, Christian
Connects on the
Rossi.
top crossbar and redirects it back inside. Solid goal there by the Hornets. 3-0, 13:41 on the clock. Play resumes after being knocked off there by Danny Phil and sent right downfield, far side. Heavy pressure as Laurent to take over and send it over to Pickett. Collected by Sampa. Down to Allen, close sideline. To Rossi. Redirected and picked up once again. Rossi able to contain and outside to Zeke. Towards midfield to Sampa. To Pickett. Solid forward pass nearly finds its way to Stavros. Redirected out of bounds there, however, by the Rail Splitters. And the Hornets still maintain possession. That would be number 4, Ugo Uzoma, who sent it up and out of bounds. Zeke Gray working his way around the outside and dished over to Stavros, and chip shot sending it right back in favor of Gray as he's able to get a knee on it and keep the possession in favor of the Hornets. Dominic Rossi lets it loose, before it's collected there by Peters after dancing its way through the Rail Splitter defense. Pickett, and a little bit of pressure there on the far side by the Rail Splitter forward, shuts him down as he's working on the far sideline now. That is Sam Harala, and pressure goes back the other way as Pickett, forward pass to Stavros, back at midfield now, inside pass to Christian Rossi. Solid forward pass to Stavros on the outside. He's going to be called offsides as he was just ahead of number 5, Tyrell Winston. Rail Splitters take over now. Be number 25 to open it up here for the Rail Splitters. Solid boot sent well back downfield. Connects with Pickett as it's redirected and maintained in bounds there by Braden Stavros. Stavros with a quick redirection there and still maintains an inside forward pass. Cut short as it was intended for Gray, but it looks like Rossi able to recollect, and that's Dominic Rossi. Down low to Allen, back to Rossi. Quick action, unable to work his way around Tyrell Winston. However, Allen still able to maintain. Cabetto picked it up for Lincoln. Pass to the outside with Watson. Pressure by Sampa as he ditches it to the far sideline. Tyler Watson chip shot placed on goal and collected by Herner with ease. Sent outside to Route. Route looking for a forward option. Pressure by Smith on the close side. And Route able to sneak his way back in and still maintain possession for the Hornets. Close side corner, chip shot, tries for the centering ball, places it right in front and collected there by Peters with ease. Rail Splitters regain possession. Send it right back down towards midfield, and it's going to be Mitchell racing sideline. And back towards midfield. Heavy contact in front of the Rail Splitter box as down goes Dominic Rossi, and pressure making it difficult as Hornets still maintaining heavy offensive pressure. Boot back towards midfield, picked up by Sampa after redirection, and now once again Christian Rossi to the outside to Zeke Gray, back inside to Christian Rossi, far side to Dominic Rossi, and down low to Route. Tries to place it high in front of the box, unsuccessful as it's redirected, and once again picked up by Gray, sent far side to Stavros. Right in front, and Gray lets it rip and deflected away. Pressure down low is sent to Allen once again. Back up to Sampa. Pass forward, trying to find its way to Dominic Rossi. Cut short there by Cabetto. Inside to Smith. Or pardon me, Allen now. Then to Sampa. Far side, missing the ref there to Pickett. To Gray. And back to Allen. Forward pass to be collected there by Rossi, but just out of reach. Contact sends it up and out of bounds. Hornets take over.
Number 18, Harry Zoma. Number 23, Matthew Garisco.
McGreal comes in, Torres comes in, McCandles, Sen, and Walper for the Hornets.
Number 16, Jake McCandless. Number 18, Alan McGreal. Number 22, Jake Walper.
Jacob Mupini comes in for Lincoln, as well as Harry Uzoma. Throw in to be taken by Head here. Strong throw in, trying to find its way to Martin. Sent up and out of bounds there as the Hornets gain another corner kick opportunity.
Corner kick, Saline.
Martin to take the kick for the Hornets. Very strong kick sent far side, maintained inbounds and picked up by Laurence on the far. And now, crossing pass, but right out in front and just out of reach there. Finds Martin, chip shot, places high, and finds the back of the net with a great drop shot, just with the perfect amount of drop. 4-0 Hornets, 6:58 remaining in the first half. Connor Martin there. Great chip shot. Rail Splitters started off once again, finds in the option in the backfield on the far sideline, now with Tyler Watson going up and out of bounds. Hornets regain possession, throwing opportunity taken by Walper and sent inside to Rossi. Crossfield pass down low to Head, and once again to Martin. Works his way around the outside to Torres and forward to Martin once again. Finds the crossing opportunity, puts it far side. Just out of reach of Gray, but he's still able to maintain and control. Sent a shot on goal. It's a rip, but collected there by Peters. Peters lets it rip and sent well downfield. Collected there by McGreal. Martin racing back in towards center box. Tries for the forward pass to find Sen. Instead finds Torres on a deflection and other side to McCandless. McCandless, heavy pressure, tries for the crossing pass to find Torres on the inside, but deflected once again on the outside. McGreal, down to Torres. Forward pass deflected away there by number 25, Tyrell Winston for the Rail Splitters. Hornets still maintain possession. Mitzel picked it up right around midfield, sent far side to Sen. Solid forward pass, far end to Walper. Redirected back and collected by Sen. Maintained far other side of the box as down goes Torres. Then trying to work it back in Hornet favor. Looks to be picked up on the front side by Mupini and up and out of bounds by the Rail Splitters as Hornets take over. Throw-in finds its way to Gray. Kept in bounds and tried to sent back towards Head, but deflected and picked up by Cabetto and sent close sideline to Rock. Rock racing downfield, working his way around Head, and lets a shot rip on goal and collected by Herner with ease. Walper with the forward pass on the far side, able to find his way to Sen and then back inside McGreal, down low to head. Forward pass to Martin before deflected back to the outside McCandless. Pass just out of reach there of Head, but able to force it to go out of bounds off of Lincoln's number 5, Tyrell Winston, as he gains the throw-in opportunity now for the Hornets. McGreal tries to deflect down the head, just out of reach as Lincoln takes over now. McGreal once again. Far side's the Walper. To Sen. Back to Walper. To Gray. And down low to McGreal. Sen able to work his way inside and loses control in a brief contact there on the keeper as he goes down. McCandless lets it rip and deflected off the defense there. However, flags up on the close end. And pressure still goes in Hornet favor. Looks to be a corner kick going to the Hornets, and Zeke Gray to take it on the far corner. 3 minutes on the clock in the first half. Score still stands at 4-0. Hornets lead the way. Ugo Uzoma comes in for the Rail Splitters as Rocco Leone steps out. Kept it low and put it close to the net there, but deflected up and out of bounds by the Hornets. Rail Splitters take over. Number 25 for the Rail Splitters to take this kick. Well downfield and headed away there by Smith before being redirected in Hornet favor. Torres with a solid forward pass. Too much heat on it. It was out of the reach of Martin there. Back to another goal kick going for the Rail Splitters. Chip shot sent well back towards midfield. Header going back in Hornet favor, however. Sen contesting there with number 14, Maurice Boyd, on the far side. Rail Splitters still maintain possession. Throw-in finds its way to number 19, Alex Keithley, or pardon me, number 9, Cabetto on the far end. Gray able to pick it up for the Hornets and trying to go for a forward pass, however deflected up and out of bounds once again. Hornets now with a throw-in opportunity. Looks to be Walper to take it. Finds his target in Torres on the far corner of the box and tries for the centering pass to Martin before being deflected, and it's going to roll up and out of bounds. Hornets still with possession. 1 minute on the clock.
1 minute left to play in the half.
Walper inside to Sen. To McGreal. McGreal lets it rip and left crossbar there. Still in play, however, before being deflected up and out of bounds. Hornets gain corner kick there.
Corner kick, Saline.
As Zeke Gray once again will take the kick. 30 seconds on the clock here. Zeke Gray. Last opportunity for the Hornets to put it in the back of the net. Header there by Sen. Just too much height on it as it goes up and out of bounds and collected by Peters. Kick to be taken by number 25 of the Rail Splitters once again. Finds its way to Martin, but that'll be it for the first half. With that, Hornets lead the way 4-0. We'll be back after this quick break.
It's not whether you win or lose, it's how much fun you have after the game. Join us tonight at Applebee's for late night, half-price appetizers. Applebee's, the official restaurant of the MHSAA. Chocolate milk has essential nutrients every athlete needs not typically found in traditional sports drinks. Next time you grab a beverage, whether it's in the lunchroom, out on the field, or at home, remember to rethink your drink and pick chocolate milk. Chocolate milk is the official beverage of the Michigan High School Athletic Association. Welcome to Saline High School. For your safety and security, the athletic department and school administration encourage you to be aware of unusual activity. Please report any suspicious activity to us here at the announcer stand immediately. Enjoy the game, and remember, report suspicious activity. See something, say something. Here's a message from your local Meyer. Local sports are a victory for our entire community. Building leaders, teaching integrity, sparking our economy. That's why Meyer is a proud sponsor of local sports throughout Michigan. Because when we support our home teams, we all win. Do you need help paying for college? Michigan Student Aid administers scholarships, grants, and college savings programs that help make college accessible, affordable, and achievable for you. See how they can help you today by visiting michigan.gov/mystudentaid. Discover a whole new way to treat the whole athlete with the leading sports medicine teams in Michigan. Henry Ford Health System. At our new Center for Athletic Medicine, you'll get the same care the pros do. Henry Ford Health System, all for you.
And we're back. Sorry about that slight delay. Knocked out of bounds there by number 2, Nicholas Rock, as the Hornets take over the throwing opportunity. Taken from Braden Stavros. Chipped far side. We've got Allen now. DeSampa. Down low to Lawrence in the backfield and over to Pickett. Stavros chipped inside, trying to race his way around there with Sampa. Nearly comes away with it, just a little too much force as it knocked up and out of bounds. Peters unable to contain Sampa there on your screen, jogging away. Had a great chance, however, just a little too much. 4-0 starting this second half altogether. As it's sent right back downfield, deflected there by Stavros, and looks to be picked up by number 2, Nicholas Rock for the Rail Splitters, racing his way down the sideline with heavy pressure there by Pickett. Whistle blown and foul called on Pickett there as down goes Rock. And I believe the Rail Splitters are gaining a free kick opportunity. Looks to be taken by number 15, Joseph Smith. Chipped up, sent high, and curved, and collected by Herner with ease off a single bounce there. Sent far side to Sampa, chipped up and collected by Rossi. Back inside to Sampa. Down low to Dominic Rossi, over to Stavros. Back to Lawrence, over to Pickett. The Stavros now in midfield in a strong forward pass, leading the way to Kolosinski, I believe, going for the crossing, however, cut short there and collected by Peters. Back towards midfield, intended for Stavros, kicked away and kept in bounds there, Never mind, goes up and out of bounds. Hornets regain possession with the throw-in opportunity taken by Pickett. Solid forward pass, trying to find its way to Gray. Just out of reach, however, and picked up by Peters once again. Back towards midfield and knocked around a bit before collected there by Rock. Maintained going up and out of bounds as Hornets take over. Pickett taking the throw in here. Goes to Mitchell, the center defender for the Hornets. Far side to Allen. Dominic Rossi looks to go to Zeke, however, sends it right behind him instead of in front of him. Gets redirected. Stavros nearly able to keep it in bounds. Rail splitters take over. Throw in sent well downfield, collected by Laurence, and a solid threaded pass there to Pickett. Stavros, and sent out of bounds there by the Rail Splitters. Throw in taken by Pickett once again, finds its way to Rossi, inside to Pickett. Chip shot to Gray. Working his way around there. Coming and still maintaining possession. Gray looking to take it all the way himself, finds his way inside the box. Unable to work his way to take a shot, however, and knocked away. On a streak there by Gray, looking for that little breakaway. Hornets chip it back to Herner. Far side to Allen, then inside to Sampa. Forward pass to Rossi. And knocked up and out of bounds. Hornets still maintain. Once again, Hornets with a throw-in. Far side box, heavy pressure by Stavros, still maintaining possession and unable to keep it in bounds there as it goes up and out of bounds. Goal kick going to Peters. Taken by number 25 there and sent back towards the 40-yard line. Collected by Rock as he redirects it. Down low, unable to be kept in bounds there by number 4, Ugo Uzoma. And thrown in by Pickett. Chipped up by Stavros as he's trying to get in the correct position there for Gray. However, unable to. Looks like it was going back to the Hornets now. Laurence with the free kick there. Chips it up, curves it to the right side of the box, and a strong header there by Sampa with just a little too much on it. Up and over. I think through the uprights, however. Out of bounds as Rail Splitters take over. Back downfield as Rossi sends it over to Laurence and far side to Mitchell. Forward pass to Allen. And solid pass forward. Threads its way to Rossi and then up to Gray. Deflected and in comes Gray once again to reclaim, however unsuccessful with a little pressure there. As the Rail Splitters are able to clear it away from Gray, however picked up by Stavros on the crossfield pass. Very solid forward pass there. Looks to find Gray in the down low. Onside, flipped up and chipped over to Kent. Able to get a connection on it, however, With not enough force, it goes center box and kicked away by Rail Splitter defense. Knocked out of bounds there by Nicholas Rock, and the Hornets still maintain possession. Throw in taken by Pickett. Rossi sends it far side to Allen. Allen to Kent. Centering pass trying to find its way to number 19, Christian Rossi, however, falling just short. Back to Mitzel. Forward pass to Kent once again. Sends it inside to Allen. Up and out of bounds. Rail Splitters still maintain. Crossing pass sent far side. Finds its way to Rock for the Rail Splitters. Pressure by Pickett and Stavros. Knocked out of bounds and off of Rock as the Hornets regain possession. Connor Martin comes in for the Hornets.
Connor Martin.
And out goes Kent in his place. Picked up by Rock with pressure there by Pickett and Rossi. As down goes Christian Rossi. Whistle is blown. Looks to be going in favor of the Hornets there after the play on Rossi. Sent over to Pickett to start it off once again, and back to Mitzel. Christian Rossi trying to work his way inside. However, contact there with Joseph Smith, able to briefly reclaim it for the Rail Splitters. Down low, it looks to be Rossi once again, still maintaining. Inside pass redirected there by Zeke, trying to make its way to Pickett, however, knocked away, and it'll be a Rail Splitter ball after it goes up and out of bounds. Oh, never mind. It seems to be deflected off of the Hornets, or the Rail Splitters, as the Hornets take over. Yellow card going towards Rock, I believe, on the far side with a brief extra contact. And with that said, we got a penalty shot coming up for Zeke Gray.
Penalty shot, Saline.
That was Matthew Garisco receiving the yellow. .59:57 on the clock. Penalty shot. Zeke Gray, bottom left corner, finds the back of the net there. 5-0. Hornets lead the way. 29:57.
In the game for Lincoln, number 18, Harry Uzumo.
Give a yellow to the coach? Play resumed. It's sent right back downfield. Heavy pressure there. Picked up by Rock down in the Hornet zone. Centering pass looks to be connected there and tried to be chipped away by Lawrence. Shot and goal collected there by Herner with ease. And the Hornets ready to send it right back downfield. Very strong boot there by Herner, sending it all the way down and collected there by Rossi with a quick chip to Martin, and a strong centering pass redirected and nearly picked up there by Gray before pressure and taken away by Cabetto. Gray able to work with the steal, but stolen right away by Uzoma, and he races back downfield. Tries to ditch it to Nicholas Rock, but Sampa able to work his way inside once again. Pressure by Rossi and ditch back to Sampa. Gray to Sampa to Pickett. Down low to Stavros. Options to go inside on the left wing as down goes Stavros, and Hornets still maintain possession here. Forward pass to Gray, or pardon me, from Gray to Stavros. Centering pass from Stavros nearly threads its way all the way to Martin. However, knocked away and picked up by Mitzel. And down low to Allen. Strong centering pass there, connects with Stavros, right center box, however, knocked away, and Martin contains it for the Hornets' far side. Crossing pass put right in front and kicked away and maintained there, going up and out and back in possession of the Rail Splitters. Saved from the corner kick, number 3, Rocco Leone, options to go close sideline out of bounds as Hornets still maintain possession. Crossing pass finds its way to Stavros, out in front, and Peters runs out to contain the mess right now in front of Lincoln goal. Back downfield, Nicholas Rock is the recipient, containing it there briefly for a moment before being picked away there by Pickett, and back to Gray, and far side to Martin. Looking for the option, goes with Laurence on the backside, and down low to Sampa. Centering pass from Sampa finds its way to Christian Rossi. However, defender on the other side of him makes it difficult to take shot. Options down low to Stavros. Stavros lets it rip. No curve on that one as it goes up and out of bounds.
In the game for Lincoln, number 8, Zach Lilly.
Torres, Sen, Barker, McCandless, McGreal, and Winslow step in for the Hornets, as well as Harry Azumo for the Rail Splitters.
Jamison Barker. Number 16, Jake McCandless. Number 22, Jake Walper.
In a final substitution there, Zeke Gray steps out for the first time in the game altogether, getting an applause from the crowd, having 2 goals this evening so far for number 13. Forward pass cut short there by McCandless, and Rail Splitters able to send it far side, however, will roll up and out of bounds as the Hornets still maintain possession. Throw in to be taken by far side. That was Winslow, and a solid forward pass there. Nearly finds his way to Torres, however, redirected and contained by Walper as he races his way back inside. Down low, McCandless options to Sen on the left wing and back inside to Torres, able to contain in front of the box. And knocked away there, but recollected by Walper on the close sideline. Knocked out of bounds, Hornets still maintain possession. Solid throw-in, looking to find its way to McCandless. Collected and cleared of the box by number 9, Cabetto, before being sent back right in front for Hornet favor. Shot let rip by McGreal and going just left of the iron there, up and out of bounds. Goal kick going to Lincoln. Taken by number 25 once again, sending it right back towards midfield and collected there by Laurence. Then Mitzel and back to Laurence. Down low, Walper sends a sideline forward pass, finds its way to Sen. Inside to Torres. To the backfield. To McGreal. Far side, we're looking at Winslow now. And all the way up. To the Hornet right wing with a solid crossing pass right in front, finds his way to McCandless, lets it rip, finds the back of the net. 6-0, Hornets lead the way. 24-24 on the clock. Goal taken.
Goal by number
16.
Jake McCandless.
McCandless on that
In
one
the game
for the
Lincoln,
Hornets.
Number 1, Sam Harala. Number 11, Jacob Mupini. And number 6, Nicholas Tyus.
Harala, Mupini, and Tayu step in for the Rail Splitters.
In In the game for Saline, number 5, Jason Head. And number 12, Jason Heisler.
Heisler and Head step in for the Hornets. Now it is fair to mention that as we are in playoff, a mercy rule still applies, as 8 goals will end this game for the Hornets. Throw in taken by Walper, finds its way to Torres and back to Walper with a quick redirect, trying to send it far side to McCandless. Pass to the corner over to Sen. Able to work his way just on the inside. McCandless once again controlling possession for the Hornets. Crossing pass finds its way to McGreal on the far side and back inside to Torres. Able to get a foot on it and redirect, unable to maintain, however, as it's directed out of the box. McGreal racing it once again back inside. Unable to get a solid shot on there as he goes down on the kick, but possession goes back to Rail Splitters despite heavy protest by McGreal. Possession going back to the Rail Splitters as down went McGreal with a little bit of aggressive play. Signaled by the ref altogether. 23 minutes on the clock remaining in this matchup so far. 6-0 Hornets lead the way, and don't forget, folks, we'll be back on the air tomorrow doing a little football action, but for the first time in our program that we've done is that we'll be doing freshman and JV football instead. Shot taken and finds the back of the net there, far side. Number 20 finds the back of the net there. Route.
Slain goal by number 20, Eli Rout.
22:39 on the clock. 7-0 Hornets, 1 goal away from ending this all early.
Checking into the game for Saline, number 8.
But like I was saying, we'll be back on the air tomorrow. Early football games for both the freshmen and the JV teams, as it'll be an exciting matchup for the Hornets. Picked up by Cabetto on the far side, however cut short there by Rout. Rout racing down the sideline, energized from that last goal, going for the forward pass, trying to find its way to Torres, but cut short and sound on the outside. Rout able to reclaim it, going for the crossing, puts it just behind, however, and collected by Torres right in front of the goal, works his way once again inside with McCandless on the far end, and knocked away there by number 23, Garisco. Chipped up close side of the box and sent and claimed by Kolasinski. Chipped to the far side once again and unable to be reclaimed by McCandless, but Winslow in the backfield stands firm. Close side, Cabetto able to put up staunch defense, however not enough as the forward pass finds its way in a chip shot and crossing all the way in front of the goal. Far side of the box with just a little too much. Down to Barker and once again to Walper. Barker down low looking for the option and sends it way in the backfield to Heisler. Crossfield pass over to Winslow. And a forward pass finds its way to McCandless. Push in the back there by Zachary Lilly, unable to shut down Hornet offense as they still maintain possession. Barker, Lilly with the pressure. Unable to be kept in bounds there. Walper, Hornets still maintain possession. Or they don't, sorry. Misread the flag signal. Throw in there, taken from Rock. And now up and out of bounds, and the Hornets now will maintain possession. Throw in to be taken by Walper. Solid throw in, sends right down the sideline, picked up by Torres, able to work his way around to number 15 for the Rail Splitters. Crossing pass, but right in front and just out of reach there of the Hornet forward, number 20, Route once again. Far side, you're now looking at Hornets trying to make pressure. That's McGreal working his way around the outside. Down he goes, Cabuto, as whistle is blown. And it's going to be another card going to number 9 there. Abdessa Cabello in a rough contact as Hornets looking to finish this game here halfway through the second half. Ugo Uzoma steps in for Abdessa Cabello after that card. It'll be Barker on the far side with the shot. Taking it from the far corner of the 18-meter box. Chip shot placed nice and high right in front of the goal and headed in there by, I believe that was Kolosinski with the header, finding the back of the net.
Saline goal by number 8, James Kolosinski.
And with that said, folks, that's 8-0. Hornets lead the way all the way through the matchup. Time remaining in the match was 20 minutes, 17 seconds. However, mercy rule takes over in this situation. The next matchup for the Hornets will be next Wednesday, the 16th at 7 p.m., where they will face off at Dexter for the next step in the playoff bracket altogether. I think the matchup will be between either Dexter or Belleville, with Dexter being the favorite in the contest overall. For us, however, you can catch us again tomorrow for the freshman and JV football matchup. You can catch us at 7 o'clock for that matchup for JV, and then 5:30 for the freshmen as well. You can catch us at SalineLive.com. And as always, my name is Patrick Canavan. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Have a good night.